all in school at some point, and each time the term ended, we received report cards which we had to show to our parents. To be honest, some were good and some were not so good, but sometimes I still had to study so hard to come top of my class. But when I didn't, it reflected so badly on my report cards that attracted well-deserved punishment from my parents. But the good news for road users in Lagos State is the fact that LAMATA is nothing compared to us in our school days. Its report cards always comes number one. So today on the show, we'll be taking a review at LAMATA's report card for 2014. I am Kate Harmony. I'll be driving solo today, but trust me, it's going to be a pleasant ride. But first, let's take the news update. This is a news update on LAMATA Half Hour. The 6 metro rail lines and 1 monorail planned for Lagos under the Strategic Transport Master Plan, STMP, will contribute to the movement of more than 4 million passengers daily upon completion. The Lagos Metropolitan Area Transport Authority, LAMATA, came up with the STMP, which details the transport infrastructure requirements that would make the city of Lagos function optimally by 2032. The rail projects, expected to traverse the 3 major transport spines of Lagos and extend to some parts of Ogun State, will translate to about 323 kilometers of railroad. According to plan, the 27-kilometer-long Blue Line Rail from Okokomaiko to Marina, currently under construction, is forecast to move about 600,000 passengers per day at opening. Green Line, which is the longest of the 6 rail lines, is a 96-kilometer railroad from Marina to Lekki, with a section from Ibeju to the deep sea port, and is expected to move more than 760,000 passengers daily. Purple Line, a 70-kilometer railroad from Shagamu in Ogun State to Lagos State University, LASU, Ojo, and is expected to move about 756,000 passengers daily. Yellow Line, from Ota via Muritala Muhammad Airport to National Theatre, is a 34-kilometer rail line expected to move more than 480,000 passengers daily, while the Brown Line, a 22-kilometer metro line, will move about 450,000 passengers daily. A monorail line, which is expected to orbit Ikoyi and Victoria Island, will be a 24-kilometer length rail transport project and is projected to move some 445,000 passengers daily. Going by projection, the rail project, when fully up by 2032, will move more than 4,235,000 passengers daily. And that's it for the news update.
Basically, what LAMATA does is to coordinate public transportation in Lagos State, and we came up with a transport master plan.
Developed together with the World Bank, the objective of this plan is finding long-lasting solutions for the problem of transportation in Lagos. Currently under its first steps of development, the plan has already proven itself a big success, dramatically increasing the connectivity in a city in continuous expansion and enjoying an unparalleled demographic and economic growth.
Our responsibility is to ensure that we provide the necessary infrastructure to meet the growth, to improve the quality of life, to improve the standard of living, and to make Lagos a vibrant and livable city in years to come.
LAMATA, think transport.
2014 was an amazing year for road users in the city. The Lagos State government, through LAMATA, working with other ministries and parastatals, made remarkable progress in delivering an affordable, safe and comfortable transportation system. And this is in line with the Strategic Transport Master Plan, STMP, a long-term plan to transform the transportation system in Lagos State to one of the finest in the world. LAMATA continued the rehabilitation of Weco Road, Ogba, the conversion of BRT lanes from asphalt to concrete pavement, the road widening and extension of the bus rapid transit BRT system from Mile 12 to Ikorodu, repaired several roads on Victoria Island, and continued work on the light rail system. Come with us as we take you through each of these projects, some of which started on the low this year and enjoyed major upgrade by the end of the year. We will start with the BRT extension project from Mile 12 to Ikorodu. Let's take a look. Achievements are better seen than talked about because a picture, they say, is worth more than 1,000 words. The Mile 12 to Ikorodu Bus Rapid Transit BRT Extension project had received lots of speculations as to whether it will happen or not. Here we are. I'll just let you enjoy the beautiful sight and scenery of this project.
Lagos, my home. With LAMATA, Lagos is changing for the best. BRT lanes, modern rail lines, pedestrian bridges, new roads.
Well, this will rate very highly. I will compare it first and foremost with the BRT project in South Africa, which has a similar physical infrastructural facilities compared to what we are doing here. It is also comparable to the BRT system that was built in Ahmedabad in India, and therefore it will rank as one of the top BRT schemes, classic BRT projects across the globe, in my opinion.
It is important to note that when you are building a road of this magnitude, we are going to disrupt people a bit. And that has actually been what has been happening. However, the benefit of it is long-lasting, is such that it will increase standard of living, it will reduce transport fare, it will reduce congestion, it will reduce environmental impact. So the benefit in itself outweigh the challenges, the problems the road users, the communities are going through at the moment. So I plead with them to continue to bear with us. They've been doing that very well. We are working very much with the LASPA, and will continue to work with them to ensure that we make 2 lanes on both sides available at all times. But even at that, we are pleading to all the road users and the people living around this area to please bear with us and let us finish this work on time and get out.
More productivity, even more jobs. Lagos, my home. Lagos is changing for the best. For the best. Modern buses, modern train.
The Bus Rapid Transit BRT Extension project is not the only project on LAMATA's table that has enjoyed a remarkable boost. Weco Road is a major link road connecting the Agidingbi end of Alausa to Ogba, Agege, Ekpaja, Alagbado, and even as far as Ota and other areas in Ogun State. Because of its importance to the city, LAMATA made sure to achieve an extraordinary mileage in rehabilitating it. See for yourself the state of the project by the beginning of 2014 and where LAMATA took it to by the year end. I recall my first visit here. I could barely breathe, I could barely talk. And this was because of the poor condition of the road, which was laced with potholes, flood, dirt and dust. And this was before its rehabilitation. The peculiarity of where we are now is the fact that it accommodates everybody, pedestrians, cyclists and drivers. And it has basic components of a standard road: bicycle lanes, lane markings, pedestrian walkways, street lighting, drainages, and of course it has space so you can drive and you can breathe. This is Weco Road.
Lagos, my home. Lagos, my home. Lagos is
what has been your experience?
In fact, suitable. I enjoy the road.
You mean the part that has been completed?
You know, no, right now, you yourself, you don't need to ask the question. You can see.
Okay.
The road is okay.
It's okay.
What I would say, let Fashola be using these people.
Okay.
They are okay by doing this type of job.
LAMATA is facilitating Lagos with less traffic, faster travel time, more productivity, even more jobs. Lagos, my home.
It's easy now. You leave your home. At least you have to time yourself that I'm going to the market and I'll spend maybe 31 hours, and that's how it will be. Unlike before.
Lagos is changing for the best, for the best. Modern buses, modern train coaches, a modern transport hub.
The Bus Rapid Transit BRT service is unarguably the most time-saving road transportation in Lagos right now. It is affordable, secure, and comfortable. But in early 2014, some of the lanes which were originally built with asphalt suffered disrepair. LAMATA didn't take this sitting down.
Experience is the best teacher. If you have experienced a lousy and a bumpy ride, you won't need a teacher to tell you the difference when you're having that smooth one. And this is what LAMATA has done, converting the Mile 12 to CMS BRT lanes from asphalt to concrete pavement. And you all know that concrete pavements are able to withstand the heavy axle weight of BRT buses, and they require low maintenance costs.
Lagos, my home. With LAMATA, Lagos is changing for the best. BRT lanes, modern rail lines.
What has been your experience using the BRT, knowing it's been changed from asphalt to a rigid pavement?
It is good. It's much smoother in riding than before, than when asphalt were there. So it's much smoother now than before. So they've done a good job, I believe. It's a very smooth riding we have now.
I'm a constant user of BRT lanes, so I've discovered that it aids the quick flow of the movement, because before, when it was the normal listing, there was a kind of the movement was not that smooth, but now it's much more smoother than it was before.
Pedestrian bridges, new roads, mega city, Lagos, my home. Lagos, my home. LAMATA, Lagos is changing for the best.
Government has really put a lot of effort in ensuring that they, reconstruct the lane, and I think the BRT buses are moving fine, freely, even than before. There's no longer hold up as it, being created by the potholes of the den. So the whole place is okay now. Because once in a while, we see most of these buses, diverted from their lane as a result of these bad lanes, and that is the essence of it. Actually, is to create, free movement even when there is hold up.
LAMATA is facilitating Lagos with less traffic, faster travel time, more productivity, even.
Also in 2014, LAMATA made an important stopover in Victoria Island, one of the most important economic hubs in Lagos State, to rehabilitate some of the roads that suffered derelict and abandon. The results? See for yourself.
Lagos, my home. With LAMATA, Lagos is changing for the best. BRT lanes, modern rail lines, pedestrian bridges, new roads, mega city. Lagos, my home. Lagos, my home. With LAMATA, Lagos is changing for the best. For the best. LAMATA is facilitating Lagos with less traffic, faster travel time, more productivity, even more jobs. Lagos, my home. Lagos, my home. LAMATA, Lagos is changing for the best. For the best.
And the big one, the Lagos Rail Mass Transit. This project will create thousands of jobs, transport over 400,000 passengers daily in record time at an affordable fare, and will inspire business tourism. So, by the end of 2014, piers had been erected towards Marina to link the island to Festac and bring the project closer to its operation. This is what LAMATA accomplished on the Lagos Rail Mass Transit project in 2014.
This is a magnificent sight to behold. Imagine how thick and solid the piers are. Imagine the trains going through the tracks from National Theatre down to Marina. Now, imagine you being a passenger aboard the trains. Imagine having more transport alternatives, which will become a point of reference in years to come. And this is what LAMATA does.
Lagos, my home. With LAMATA, Lagos is changing for the best.
By and large, I'm more than fulfilled. I'm happy personally, I'm happy for Nigerians, I'm happy for Lagosians, because when we're talking about the change we desire, this is one of the changes we desire.
Modern rail lines, pedestrian bridges, new roads, mega city, yeah. Lagos, my home. Lagos, my home. With LAMATA, Lagos is changing for the best. For the best. LAMATA is facilitating Lagos with less traffic, faster travel time, more productivity, even more joy.
What LAMATA is providing on behalf of Lagos State is a livable city. A city where you are going to enjoy yourself, where you can move around at ease, where you can do businesses and at affordable cost, where you can help, you can be able to go to social activities, schools, commercial activities, industrial activities, all at ease. And that is what makes a city a livable and livable city, and that is what Lagos State and LAMATA are doing.
And we'll be able to complete more of this project and do a lot more. Like I said, we have 7 lines to do. This is just one. But I know for sure that our party will continue in government in Lagos State and possibly national. And we'll be able to replicate what we are doing in Lagos State in other states and in the entire country as well. Because this is what governance is all about. Giving people confidence on life. Mundane things quite all right, but it seems to be eluding us in this country. But now Lagos State has brought it to reality.
LAMATA is facilitating Lagos with less traffic, faster travel time, more productivity, even more joy. Lagos, my home. Lagos, my home. With LAMATA, Lagos is changing for the best. For the best. More than.
Though our journey on this episode is almost over, but work still continues on LAMATA's various projects, and you can help us make the coming year a greater one for you by letting us know how we can be of better service. So reach us on any of the following. We would like to share these comments from some of our viewers.
LAMATA is facilitating Lagos with less traffic, faster travel time, more productivity, even more joy. Lagos, my home. Lagos, my home.
William Faulkner said, "Always dream and shoot higher than you know you can do. Don't just be better than the next man. Strive always to be better than yourself." He meant it as an advice, but here at LAMATA, it is a motto where serving you is concerned. I am Kate Harmony. LAMATA, think transport.
Lagos, my home. With LAMATA, Lagos is changing for the best. BRT lanes, modern rail